Welcome back to Good Day, where we love local.
Take the wild woods surrounding an old homestead, a mysterious illness, and a murder.
Wow.
Put them all together and you have Hidden Rooms by local author Kate Michaelson. Good morning. Thank you for being here today.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Here from Toledo. Roots here?
I grew up around Norwalk, actually. But
Okay.
Yeah, I live in Toledo now.
Yeah, and this is your first novel, but you've been writing for quite some time, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I've written for a really long time and wrote for work for a long time, and finally decided I'm going to write that novel that I've been thinking about, for a long time, like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where did the inspiration for this novel come from?
Well, actually, I've loved reading mysteries my entire life, and like I said, loved writing my entire life. And then in my early 30s, I started having some chronic symptoms that I couldn't explain. And it kind of occurred to me that it was a lot like I was a detective trying to solve my own medical mystery. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if there was a mystery where the sleuth is trying to solve her own medical mystery and a murder mystery? And so that kind of knocked around in my head for a while. And eventually I kind of said, okay, if I'm going to write this book, I need to actually sit down and start writing this book.
Yeah.
And so here it is. And how do you feel now that it's done?
I'm just so excited, almost in disbelief, because when you get a publishing contract that's, like 14, 15 months before the book comes out, and you think, oh, it's going to be forever, and it's, never going to happen, and now it's actually happening.
Yeah.
I'm, here and planning events this weekend and next weekend. So.
Yeah. So what events are you planning?
I'm going to have a launch party at Gathering Volumes Bookstore in Perrysburg, and that's Sunday at 2:30. And then the following weekend, I'll have a book signing at Finch and Fern Bookstore in Sylvania, and I think that's at noon. Everything's on my website, KateMichaelson.com, if anyone wants to check times or events.
And then I imagine they can get a copy in most places, though.
Yeah, you can get the copy just about anywhere. Of course, if you want to support your local bookstores, that's wonderful. But it's on Amazon and everywhere else too.
Awesome. So let's talk about this a little bit. So this story, a mystery illness, solving a murder mystery as well. So for many people out there, they're trying to figure out what illness they have, and a lot of people are walking around with illnesses and they look just fine. So this is two mysteries in one. So for those folks out there who are dealing with these symptoms, maybe it's vertigo or whatever it is, reading this book, what is it going to do for them?
Well, I hope that it really validates what they're going through. When I was writing this, I thought, there's so many people out there looking for answers, or people who even have a diagnosis but don't know how to treat what they have. And eventually I found that 1 in 13 people in the United States have either an undiagnosed illness or a poorly understood illness, and that's 25 million people. And when you're going through that, you can feel very alone because there's no category for what you have, there's no name for it. But the reality is you're not at all alone, and there's so many people going through the same thing. So I hope people see themselves in the book and also have a good time reading it. It's supposed to be a fun mystery. There's some humor in it too. So
yeah. So somebody dies.
Yes.
And who is close to the main character?
That's right. Yeah. It's actually her brother's fiance, and this is the one person in her life who really seems to understand what Riley, my main character, is going through, because the fiance also has issues with chronic pain and can't really get them resolved. So when she dies, it's, of course, tragic personally for the main character, but then Riley's brother becomes the prime suspect because he's the fiance. So, she's got to clear her brother and also solve her own medical mystery.
Yeah, and you mentioned you're from Norwalk. So is this in a rural setting based in Ohio? Are we going to see any Ohio themes throughout this book?
Yeah, actually I'm from an even smaller town than Norwalk. It's Greenwich, Ohio. And so I fictionalized my town just to, sort of have freedom to put things where I wanted. But yeah, it's set in northern Ohio. It talks about all the old historic houses in the area, about the Underground Railroad that used to go through there. Hence the title Hidden Rooms, and I just really love where I'm from and wanted to set something there to kind of illustrate that there are beautiful things in Ohio and interesting things happen around here, and you know, something dramatic doesn't have to happen someplace, you know, on the coast or in a big city. It can happen right around here.
Yes, it absolutely can. So remind us again about the events that are coming up. Somebody wants to A, support their local bookstore, and B, come pick up your book.
Okay. So my launch event is Sunday at Gathering Volumes in Perrysburg at 2:30, and then I'm having a signing at Finch and Fern in Sylvania next Saturday, and I believe that's at noon, but you can check the website for sure for that.
Okay, very good. Do you have plans to write any more?
Yes, I do. I'm actually working on a sequel to this one, and I have another one that's a humorous mystery that I have finished, and I'm shopping it around.
Okay. So more to come.
Yes, I hope so.
Very good. Well, congrats on your first novel.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Looking forward to reading this too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good one. Thanks.